Welcome back to my thesis. Today we're going to talk about, can a person considered to be a Christian go to hell? Well, I would answer absolutely yes. I want you to know this message is for him who thinks he stand, least he should fall. So, okay, listen very carefully. In Matthew 7:22, we'll go there first. 7:22. This is Jesus talking. Many will say unto me in that day, Lord, Lord, have I not prophesied in thy name, and in thy name cast out devils, and in thy name's sake done many wonderful works? And then Christ says to him, I profess to you, I never knew you. Depart from me, he work in iniquity. So he said that this person can cast out devils in his name. So that means he has faith enough to cast out devils in his name. Even the disciples couldn't do that, and they walked with Jesus. So go to Matthew 17, 15 through 20. And this is a guy who came up to Christ and said, Lord, have mercy on my son, for he is a lunatic and sore vexed, and ofttimes falleth in the fire and falleth in the water. And he brought him to the disciples' feet first, and they could not cure him. And Jesus answered him and said, O faithless, perverse generation, how long shall I be with you? How long should I suffer you? Bring him hither to me. And Jesus rebuked the devil, and it departed out of him and cured him in that very hour. Then the disciples came to Jesus and said, why could we not cure him? And Jesus said, because of thy unbelief. So, if the ones who walk with Jesus didn't have the faith to cast out devils, so think about this. Again, in Matthew 7:22, the ones who could cast out devils, depart from me, you worker of iniquity. And the disciples couldn't. Okay? So that's how much that person has enough faith to cast out demons and prophesy in his name. So go back to the one who thinks your salvation is secured on that prayer you said. So let me ask you, can you cast out devils in that family, in your life, and in your family? Can you? The scripture shows even if you could, the criteria is greater than that. So examine yourselves these days. What is your relationship? Because you said a little prayer and continue to live like the world? Just be honest. Jesus isn't first, second. He's last, isn't he? You show it. So if you show me someone who thinks he's going to heaven because he said a prayer, I will show you a person who doesn't read the word. And this is my thesis.